On merciless heights, the wind screams while fragile life clings to a razor-thin cliff edge. On this silent plateau, a mother sits in fierce devotion beside her two precious eggs. Her piercing eyes sense both hunger and death stirring far below. From the shadows beneath, a starving presence inches toward the cliff. The honey badger enters the steep cliff rocks, moving carefully through the harsh terrain. The honey badger looks up, hunger burning stronger than fear. To him, the nest seems distant and dangerous, yet not impossible. Above her, she spots a golden eagle perched high against the sky. Slowly, she walks forward, watching the eagle closely, her body weak and restless with hunger. As she moves further, she sees the golden eagle sitting inside its nest, and instantly understands there are eggs inside. Without hesitation, she begins climbing the tall and deadly mountain. The rocks are sharp, the slopes nearly vertical, and one mistake could mean certain death. The climb is brutally difficult. The surface is so treacherous that a single slip would send her falling into the abyss. But the honey badger presses her claws tightly into the rock, gripping with desperate strength where even survival feels uncertain. The golden eagle soon notices the intruder and is consumed by fierce rage. She launches from her nest and attacks, striking the honey badger's head violently with her talons, trying to knock her down. The honey badger growls in anger and strikes back, refusing to surrender. Yet the eagle's attacks are swift and relentless, slicing through the air with deadly precision. Still, the honey badger sees nothing but her hunger. It blinds her to fear and pain. She keeps climbing upward while the eagle continues full attacks, and both animals fight savagely on the cliff face. The golden eagle tries desperately to stop her from reaching the nest, repeatedly striking her head and body. The honey badger defends, attacks, and climbs all at once, driven purely by survival instinct. At one moment, the eagle manages to knock her down the cliff. This time, in fury, she lunges forward and grabs the eagle's beak. The eagle fights back fiercely, slashing with her talons and trying to throw her off the cliff. But the honey badger clings tightly with her claws and pulls herself upward again. Now consumed with rage, the honey badger shoves the eagle with brutal force. The eagle fights back fiercely, slashing with her talons and trying to throw her off the cliff. But unbelievably, the honey badger begins climbing again. The golden eagle tries desperately to stop her from reaching the nest, repeatedly striking her head and body. It blinds her to fear and pain. She keeps climbing upward while the eagle continues full attacks. The eagle crashes onto a distant rock, injured, and she can no longer fly. With a final burst of fury, the honey badger shoves the wounded eagle, sending her crashing across the harsh rocks. Seizing the moment, the honey badger climbs higher and over one jagged rise, then another, dragging her aching body upward. Below, the wounded eagle screams in pain and helpless fury, finally reaches the top of the mountain. The honey badger looks at the eggs with the male eagle descends like a shadow of vengeance. Dark satisfaction, lifts one into her mouth, cracks it open, and begins to eat. She's an egg in her jaws and crushes it, feeding blindly, unaware of the fury about to strike. But as she feeds, the male eagle suddenly arrives in a furious dive, He strikes instantly, grabbing the honey badger in his powerful talons and lifting her into the air. She struggles desperately to free herself, twisting and clawing in panic. Then, the male eagle hurls her violently away. She crashes against one rock, then another, then a third. Her body tumbles down the mountain until she falls lifeless at the base of the cliff. Above, the male eagle returns to the injured female. She cries out to him in pain, and together they stand beside their nest. Knowing one egg has been sacrificed to the brutality of survival, the mountains fall silent again, holding the cost of hunger, rage, and instinct within their stone. Driven by hunger, the honey badger has lost her life. In the wild, survival is never gentle. Every heartbeat carries hunger, fear, and unspoken courage. On these unforgiving heights, strength is tested not by power alone, but by the will to protect. Hunger drives the body, but instinct commands the soul. Every creature here fights a silent battle between fear and survival. The wind carries no mercy, only the echoes of struggle. In the wilderness, pain is temporary, but survival is everything. A mother's instinct can turn even the calmest sky into a storm of fury. High above the world, wings spread not for glory, but for protection. The hunter climbs with desperation, the guardian defends with devotion. In nature there are no villains, only survivors. Every scar tells a story written in hunger and endurance. The sky watches silently as life and death unfold below. Courage in the wild is not loud, it is relentless. When danger rises, instinct awakens. The mountains remember every cry of pain and every victory of survival. A single egg can carry a future worth fighting for. The claws may wound, but fear fuels the fight. Above the cliffs, wings beat with desperate determination. In the jungle or on the heights, survival always demands a price. And when the battle ends, the wilderness grows quiet again, as if nothing ever happened. In the wild, mercy is rare. Instinct decides who stands and who falls. Survival begins where comfort ends. Every climb carries risk, and every risk carries consequence. Hunger sharpens courage, but danger waits in silence. In these heights, even the strongest must fight to breathe. The wilderness does not choose sides, it only tests limits. A guardian will face any storm to protect what is hers. The predator moves with purpose, but the defender fights with heart.